Hello guys, here am I. Here is me again with another video on some quick tips in Excel. So in this video, I want to show you how to generate random numbers in Microsoft Excel. So my target is just three things. Number one, how to generate random numbers between 0 and 1. The second thing is to generate random numbers between any range of numbers that you want to work with. And the third thing is to generate random numbers with decimal. Well, I'm going to use my own skill. This may not be important to some people, but it will be important to others as well. It might be that you've forgotten how to do that, or you've never known how to do this, or whatever. I thought I'm just trying to do this in case those that want to get some data to manipulate and play around with. These tips are really going to be helpful. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to show you is to generate random numbers between 0 and 1, and that is very simple. You just enter the formula into the cell that you want to generate the number. Usually every formula in Excel start with equal. Once you press the equal button, then it shows that you are going to enter a formula which will be used for calculation. So Excel understand that. So I'm just going to type rand, then I'll put open and close bracket and press enter. There you go. 079 blah blah blah. That is one of the numbers. So if I want this in a very large sum, I can drag it down to any length I want. So maybe not to be too bulky. I know you can drag it up to the end, but I should stop at 100. Yeah, you see that the numbers will be displayed at random like that. Boom. Wow. So this is what you have. So each of these box you click on, you can see that on the formula bar up here, it is showing the formula but not the number. That means that the number will be changing if anything happens. For instance, this is 0.496295. If I press if I double click on it and maybe press enter, the number is bound to change. Like anytime you're working with, if I press enter again, you see the value have changed. So if you want this value to be kept static without without losing the values, then you may want to do something like that. You want to copy it before you start working with it. Just copy it up quickly to the end. So I've highlighted everything. I'm just gonna click Ctrl C, then Ctrl V again. In that way, I've dealt away. Okay, then I will have to come here and then select on this paste option here. I will just say this is paste, different option. Paste is just normal P, then it will still paste back the formulas. But I'm gonna select a different formula here down here just to paste values. So I'm going to say paste value V. If I click on that, then now what I have here are values, and this one will remain static. They're not going to change again. So yeah, that is just it. So you've seen how to generate random numbers from, you can check, it's all between 0 and 1. There's no number that is greater than 1 here, and there's no number that is less than 0 here. So that is the first target of this video. Then the second target was to generate random number between certain values you want to work with. So I'm just going to pick random numbers here. I want to generate random numbers between the value 20 and 70. Why am I picking 20 and 70? I don't know, but it's just an example. You pick your choice and then work with them. So I'm going to enter the formula again in this cell to B1, which is equal. Then I'll write random. As I'm writing rand, you see that it's suggesting word for me. Random between, then bracket upon, then I'll enter the lowest value, which is 20, like I said, then comma, and I'll enter the top value, which is 100, then bracket close, and I'll hit enter button. You see 24 definitely is between 20 and 70. So I'm just going to highlight that and then double click this right small corner here. That is because I want the range of the numbers to be the same with this column or column A that I've regenerated. So yeah, you can see that we've got 34, 24, 24, 64, 65, 55, and then 28, blah blah blah. So yeah, that is just it. look at it again. The formula is equals random between 20 and 20 comma 70. 20 meaning the lower limit, and then 70 the upper limit. I can change it to anything, and then it will change. For instance, if I just come here, click on that, I want to edit the formula. Instead of 70, I want the number to be very wide, to very widely. I'm just gonna put 500. I don't know why, but I'm just being crazy. Sorry about that. You can see that this number is 90 and definitely is between, you know, 20 and 500. So I'm just going to double click this to copy it down. Uh, so you can see the numbers have changed. Everything has just gone blur like that. Very wide, very random number. If you try to plot the graph of this, you see wonders. You see how scattered it's going to look like, in case you are dealing with data library like this. So yeah, you can use this. So now the next thing I want to show you is, okay, we are not yet done. This is the number. I told you that you highlight it, copy and paste it back, then paste it now as value, so that the numbers are not changing. Because if you leave this value this way, by the time you start working with it, they are holding a formula. The cells are typically holding a formula, not a value. So the value is only what is showing you, and the command says that it should be random. So the values will keep changing. So I'm just going to do copy, Control C, then I'll do Control V again. That is my paste special. Now come down here, click on this, select, just give me values. Then yeah, there you go. So from here now you can now play with this number, whatever you want to do with them. I don't know about, yeah, maybe you want to you need data for your training model. Maybe you want to whatever, there are several things people want to use numbers for. So something like this can work out for you. um you give it a go and see. And I wanted to show, like, if you also want to copy this number into a particular cell, maybe I want this number to be repeated here, and it is quite lengthy down, I'm not sure where the end is. I can simply say equals, and then I'll just press I'll enter B1 and press enter. Now it has repeated this value 48 here, but I wanted to do copy down, so I'll just do my double click here. Oops, it's not trying to work. Okay, that means I'll have to drag it down, get something small like that. So yeah, I can drag it down to the end of where the number is. Yeah, so this is where I am. I can now stop here and release it. So you can see that the numbers are copied from here to here. So once again, here is holding just is holding the formulas but not the value. The value is what you're seeing, and it's not going to change basically because these values here are already static. But if you if you leave it like that, anytime you change here, these values are going to change. If you think that you want to make the values as static, then just copy it up again, just highlight everything up, like everything like that, and do what we've been doing before. Okay, now I've highlighted everything. I'm just going to say copy paste again. I'm not doing anything. I'm only doing copy paste. Then I will have to come and say paste this as values and no longer formulas again. Yeah, so that's it. And you can work with this and play. Maybe in the future I'm gonna show how you can use these numbers to determine one or two things, but now I think this video shouldn't be too long, so I'm just gonna stop here. Like I will say, you guys to try and subscribe, and then more videos are on the way, giving you some tips on Excel and a few other programming languages as well. Basically art, I like producing art to do quite a lot of things. So before those videos are coming, it would be good if you can subscribe, and then you are always notified each time a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching, and do have a lovely